Welcome to the Natural Health Podcast, where we bring awareness of sustainable health in the business hustle space. The Natural Health Podcast is perfect for the high-performing, business-minded individuals who want to work with their biochemistry to achieve optimal health. It's Tuesday, which means it's time for this week's top product review. Let's get into it. So what happens is we wake up, right? We eat, we go to sleep. This all happens around about the same time every single day for most individuals. And sometimes it varies on the weekends. However, sometimes we wake up later or earlier, we go to sleep later or earlier, we eat at different times. And the best thing is when we're jet lagged, we know what this does to our body. When we do shift work, we know what this does to our body. According to Dr. Panda, we are all shift workers, right? And that's why I wanted to bring to you today's top product review, which is actually a book. It is the Circadian Code, right? The Circadian Code was written by Dr. Panda. He is a leading expert in the field of circadian rhythm research. Absolutely amazing book, right? So what we know is when we have an imbalance of what is happening to us in our circadian rhythm, it can cause things as sleep issues, metabolic issues, fatigue, and so forth. I mean, we have a clock outside. We have the watch, a time that we look at every day, we do this at this time. But little do we know that we actually have clocks inside of us, right? We have clocks inside of us. Our organs run at different times. For example, our saliva, we produce more saliva during the day than when we're asleep, about 10 times more. And this is exactly what I read in this book. And that's why I want you to get your hands on this book, because it's going to go into so much detail about so many things that I had no idea about and that you will learn about. For example, it talks about that we are all shift workers, right? It talks about how the circadian rhythm works, how it's supposed to work, what's supposed to happen in the morning, what's supposed to happen at night. It talks about to track your own and reset your own circadian rhythm, right? It talks about how to get the best night's sleep, time-restricted eating, optimizing your body for optimal learning and brain function, to sync it for optimal weight. Absolutely amazing. It talks about all different our clocks in our body, how we can get the most out of it if we work with our body, right? It's such an absolutely amazing book. I absolutely love it. And it even goes into detail about, like I said to you, it talks about the rhythms of digestion, the rhythms of our life, the way that we are supposed to be running, right? An absolutely amazing book. Get your hands on it. Here it is. Here's a little bit of a preview of it on the YouTube video that I'm putting out on the Natural Health Podcast. So, for example, the thing that we found out with this book is working a single night shift can have cognitive effects that last a week. That is huge, right? And he mentions in his book, in 2007, the WHO classified shift work as a probable carcinogenic due to the negative health impacts. So shift work, or not being aligned with your circadian rhythm, circadian code, can equal disease, including cancer. Right? So also what it mentions in there, that our brain takes cues from light. Every organ has its clock, right? So, for example, the liver gets its clock reset and redone with the timing of food. So if we're shift workers and we eat at 2, 3 a.m., that is when our liver is going to get restarted. This book is mind-blowing. I absolutely loved it. I learned so much from it. I learned how to reset my own circadian rhythm, and I have reset my own circadian rhythm. And now I ensure that I'm living an optimal life, right? While the brain takes, so the sleep-deprived brain, or one exposed to bright light at night, craves additional calories that it doesn't need. So this brain demands more calories than it actually requires, promoting weight gain. So that's just one little thing that can go wrong if we're not aligned with our circadian rhythm. Thank you so much, Dr. Panda, for putting this book out. I give it a 10 out of 10. Absolutely amazing. It's a really quick, good read. get your hands on it. What it costs about $10 to $15 at a bookstore or online. You're able to purchase it. So there you have it. Today's review was an absolutely amazing book that is going to educate you on your own circadian rhythm and your own circadian code. Until next Tuesday, love you.